I'm so happy to have you today. I want to ask you about China and some other things because the Treasury Secretary, Scott Bessent, is headed to Stockholm next week. He'll meet with his Chinese counterparts, officials, to discuss trade and export controls. Bessent told us here on this program this week that he's going to be pushing to extend President Trump's August 12th deadline for the reciprocal tariffs to return. But, of course, this is in the face of the U.S. approving to resume NVIDIA's H20 chip sales to China, part of a broader deal which eased the export controls in exchange for China to send rare earth minerals to the United States. Now, Kyle, you know that China has not done this easily, right? I mean, first they weren't sending the rare earth minerals. They knew we needed them. They stopped sending them. And then they started giving the companies that needed them a hard time, saying we want information, what you're using these for. We want data. And so now this is the back and forth that we're sending them the chips, the H20 NVIDIA chips, and they're sending us rare earth minerals. Is this a good deal, Kyle? What do you think?
You know, it isn't a good deal, Maria. The way you have to think about this deal is it's a hostage exchange, right? They desperately need our chips. Their chip production, their chip capacity is nowhere near what NVIDIA's are as a chip performance. The H20 chips, Jensen Huang likes to say they're just a degraded version of the H100. That's not exactly true. There are two things that you measure AI chips with. One is compute, the other is inference. The H20 chips are the world's best inference chips, are amongst them. And what that means is when you ask AI to think, that's the inference timing and process that goes on there. So they're 20% faster than the H100s. And they're 100% faster than China's best AI chip at Huawei, the Ascend 91. So, Maria, we are giving them the chip that they're going to run and put into their military modernization, into their combat systems, into their autonomous systems, and those systems are all aimed at us, the U.S. and our allies. So we give them their chips, they give us these rare earth magnets. And these rare earth magnets that run EVs, electric vehicles, Ford being the primary recipient there. And in exchange, what we had to give them is a licensing agreement. We have to tell them how many vehicles we're putting them in, what the sales numbers are, and what the margins are for each vehicle. Our chips go into the Chinese People's Liberation Army ether. Whatever they want to do with them, they can do with them. So when you think about this deal, it's a hostage exchange with the U.S.'s #1 enemy, which is, again, it's an interesting thought. We're both preparing for war, and neither of us are truly ready yet. And so we do deals like this. And Bessent's trip to Stockholm, it's been publicly said, and he said that we're looking towards a more stable, managed relationship with our enemy, or with China. He didn't say our enemy. Those are my words.